Welcome to your AFN Vicenza at the Movies, giving you a look at what's happening in the Vicenza community. I'm Specialist Veronica Arguello. In this week's AFN Vicenza at the Movies, we travel up to Latvia, join the 6th Airborne Brigade, and remember the fallen. The Alpha Company of the 173rd Airborne Brigade conducted a training exercise at the Latvia Air Base in Latvia. Specialist John Brandenburg brings you more on the story.
The Alpha Company of the 173rd Airborne Brigade conducted an airborne training exercise at the Latvia Air Base in Latvia. The 173rd performed an airfield seizure that consisted of a tactical jump, securing the airfield, and clearing 2 building objectives. The mission marked the first jump of U.S. airborne paratroopers with combat equipment in Latvia. Company Commander James Marion led the training exercise, and the Secretary of the Army John McHugh observed the event. The 173rd Airborne Brigade has been trained in Latvia as part of ongoing land forces assurance exercises and have found Latvia to be very welcoming to them.
Much like the Latvian military, the Latvian population, the local population around the training area where we're staying at has been nothing but accommodating and received us very well. As you can tell by us using this hangar here at Riga International Airport, the local population is nothing but supportive of our training mission here in Latvia. We've had the unique opportunity to spend some cultural days in Riga and some surrounding towns with the local population, and it's been nothing but positive.
The ongoing exercises began in early April when approximately 600 paratroopers from the 173rd Airborne Brigade traveled to Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland as part of an unscheduled land forces exercise to demonstrate commitment to NATO obligations and sustain interoperability with allied forces.
Training has been great. Our ability to jump here in Latvia is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for us. We've trained with the Latvians for years in the past, but this is the first time we've actually gotten the opportunity to jump in this country, and the men here are very excited. This is just a foreshadowing for all the great training we're going to be doing in the future, both airborne and ground-based. So the men couldn't be happier with what we've accomplished so far and what we plan to accomplish in the future.
From the Michigan Army National Guard, I'm Specialist John Brandenburg.
This training exercise is one part of the Land Forces exercise. The 173rd Airborne Brigade and Polish soldiers from the 6th Airborne Brigade invited local students for a display of military weapon systems, field gear, and vehicles. Army Sergeant Adrian Brooks has more.
The joyful cries of children can be a rare sound during military training exercises, but shouts of excitement filled the air as local students joined U.S. and Polish soldiers in a display of military weapons systems, field gear, and different tactical vehicles. The children visited Drosko Primorski training area in northern Poland, while the U.S. is conducting unscheduled exercises with allied forces in the region. The U.S. and Polish soldiers let the children don field gear such as Kevlar helmets and bulletproof vests and hold different weapons, including M4 rifles and sniper rifles. Staff Sergeant Donald Harris from the 173rd Airborne Brigade was thrilled with the day's events.
Today we have teamed up with our Polish counterparts to kind of throw a family Children's Day event. We have a static display of the weapons and vehicles that each of the armies has, and gives the kids a chance to come out and see them and get some hands-on and just have a fun day.
The U.S. and Polish soldiers have been partnering together for the past 4 weeks as part of a series of Land Forces U.S. exercises with its allies, exchanging skills and demonstrating commitment to its NATO partners. For the 382nd Public Affairs Detachment, I'm Army Sergeant Adrian Brooks.
The U.S. and Polish soldiers have been partnering together for the past 4 weeks in Land Forces U.S. exercises. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we head down to Florence to honor those who've died. But first, this past Tuesday, USARAF held a change of command ceremony for the outgoing commander, Major General Donahue. Here's a quick highlight from the ceremony.
I want to thank the Vicenza military community, the U.S. Army garrison, the dental and health clinics, and all the tenant units. The Vicenza military community is a wonderful place to live, work, and play, thanks to the hard work and professionalism of the soldiers, civilians, contractors, and Italian nationals who serve us every day here.
To our new family, the Vicenza community, Aaron and I could not have hoped for a better assignment, and we embrace the opportunity to enjoy the beauty of this country and the hospitality of Italy. We look forward to getting to know not only the local authorities, but also the people of Vicenza. We want to continue to build bridges to the Vicentina and to emphasize the individual connections that join us as part of the same community.
Stay tuned next week for a more in-depth story on this change of command. You can also see the commander's shout out on our YouTube page at youtube.com/AFN Vicenza.
I am a survivor. I was a victim. I am not to blame. Through counseling, I began to piece together my strength and trust.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant General Ben Hodges, Commanding General of Allied Land Command in Izmir, Turkey. Land Command is a leading advocate for soldiers and land forces within NATO, responsible for ensuring their effectiveness and interoperability amongst the 28 nations. LANDCOM is a great broadening assignment in Europe for soldiers looking to further their military careers. If you're looking for a challenge, come join the LANDCOM team.
CSI stands for Continuous School Improvement, and basically that's an ongoing process where teachers take test scores like the PSAT, Terra Nova, any other kind of standardized test that they give to us, and they take a look at it and they see what goals we need to focus on as far as our education goes.
Why would he do this to me? How could he do this to me and think he could get away with it?
Welcome back. Memorial Day, formerly known as Decoration Day, originated from the American Civil War as a way to honor those who died in the war. Army Sergeant Vance Williamson travels to Florence to see what service members in Italy are doing to honor the memory of their fallen comrades.
Service members from all branches of service came together with their Italian counterparts at the Florence American Memorial Cemetery to remember those who were fallen and honor the families they left behind. A founding member of Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 8862 tells us why he thinks it is important for us to remember.
I think number one, people tend over time to forget. Part of the ceremony, the major part of the ceremony today was about World War II veterans. To my mind, they missed the point a little bit about Memorial Day, which is for all veterans.
Quinn goes on to explain a recent loss to VFW Post 8862 and why Memorial Day is significant.
And quite frankly, in our group, we lost our only World War II veteran 2 months ago, Colonel Mike Murley. So I think, though, that the meaning is still significant to everyone to remember that, as they say, freedom is not free.
At the conclusion of the ceremony, a 21-gun salute was fired and taps played after, encouraging everyone to remember those who came before and to honor their sacrifice. From the Florence American Memorial Cemetery, I'm Army Sergeant Vance Williamson.
Memorial Day is held on the fourth Monday of every May, with ceremonies held across the globe. You can download that plus all our other stories, so be sure to check it out on our YouTube page at youtube.com/AFN Vicenza. That does it for this week's AFN Vicenza at the Movies. I'm Specialist Veronica Arguello.